Good evening. Hello, Tubal Kane. How you doing, brother? Hello, I am Creator. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Hey, I felt better today than I have in a long time there, Tubal Kane. You just don't know how much that helped, that Tylenol and that Pepto. I was able to go out and work with my friend today. Poured a 2-car garage. Good afternoon, first cab, 6869. Good evening from Dalton, Georgia. Yep, this is Bulldog country around here, them Georgia Bulldogs. I don't really follow football too much myself, but I always did like that Tennessee. I love the state of Tennessee. They have so many beautiful places there to fish that I would love to be able to fish at. I fished in the Tennessee River when I was younger with my uncle. I was underage, so I didn't have to have a fishing license. Caught some big old catfish up there in that Tennessee River. I'd like to be able to go back sometime, have a license as an adult, and go fishing. Now, that is one thing I growed up doing every single day was going fishing when I was young. Eat, sleep, and breathe fishing. You know what I mean, VERN. Now that looks like that car that the fella ran out of gas down there in the road that time. Sitting on the side of the road, and those police officers was threatening to shoot him if he didn't put both his hands out the window. Looks like he might have painted the car. That looked like the same kind of car, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, I never really caught them to keep them to eat. I just like to catch and release. Now, my uncle and the people that lived up there where we went to visit up in Tennessee, they lived right off the Tennessee River. Now, they love to keep them and cook them, but I just never really have been much for fish other than Captain D's or Long John's or maybe some fish sticks. I've always been more of a hamburger or a hot dog sort of fella. Hamburgers and hot dogs. I just wanted to try to make sure I was able to at least get this one live stream in before the day was over. And I did a couple of little short videos and a short from up there pouring that there concrete. Good evening, Kyle Hale. How you doing, brother? Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream. But I did a couple little short videos about where they was pouring the concrete in the garage. I still have another little short video on my upload later where they are using the machine on the top of it. Yeah, my friend Danny, he started his own concrete business. He worked with other people for years, but he started his own concrete business called Edwards Custom Concrete. But he has been building houses with his partner. They buy property and build houses on it. Plus, he pours the concrete at them. Now, he's also the one that's tore down the house over here on Florence Avenue where I'd been working. He's going to build storage units over there. I think he said it was going to be 60 feet by 100 feet. So it's going to be a pretty good size storage buildings. Now that's going to be a big old pour there when they pour all that concrete. Once he gets to where he's actually going to have to start leaving different type of his tools over there on the property, he's going to build a little shack or like a little shed that I'll be staying in to keep an eye on to make sure nobody comes in stealing anything. I'll be doing some security guarding for him. Now, I did some security guarding for Habitat for Humanity here in Dalton, Georgia. It was about in 2009 or 2010, somewhere around there. They were having trouble with people came in and went up and under the houses and cut all the electrical wires loose and was going to come back and strip all the copper out of them. They didn't get the copper. They was going to come back and get it. And luckily, we caught it in time. Now, they couldn't reuse all the wiring because it was cut the way it was. So they had to replace the wiring, but they still had that wiring if they had other stuff to use for they didn't have to have it as long. Good evening, Money 420, EagleNick. Oh, it's, you know what I mean, Vern. Great to see you, Money 420. Now, I normally have my alarm set for 6 o'clock Monday through Saturday and 7 on Sunday, but I had to set a separate alarm this morning for 5 a.m. so that I would be ready to leave at 6 a.m. Now, the fella that I rode with up to our friend's house, it's a house that he built that they're selling to pour the concrete. On the way there, we had to stop by that Walmart neighborhood market so he could fill up the machine with gas and put the rest of it in his truck. He bought old EagleNick a Mountain Dew. Boy, it sure was good and cold. And then when we got out on Cleveland Highway, he stopped and got me and him a sausage biscuit from that Bojangles. And I tell you, that Bojangles has got some good sausage and biscuits. And then for lunch, my friend Danny went out to the Burger Den right there in Tunnel Hill and got us a good cheeseburger. They got some real good cheeseburgers. I rode up there to Providence Ministries on my bicycle, got up there right at 5 o'clock. Now, I got back to the house in plenty of time. I could have got up there at 4 o'clock and just hung around a while, but I figured I would wait until right at 5 o'clock so it'd be right at time to eat when I got there. And right as I got to turning under the Walnut Avenue Bridge there was a Dalton Police Department officer coming out from under the bridge driving vehicle number 54. But he come out from under there so quick I didn't even have time to try to get a recording on him. If I had only got up there a few 15, 20 minutes earlier, he might have been under there harassing the homeless. Good evening, Josh Royston. How you doing, brother? Not a whole lot. Just sitting here looking out the window. Been pouring some concrete. Been working with my friend today and been out pouring some concrete. Well, if you know where I live, you want to stop down there and say hello, I'll walk out there and talk to you. Bring us a good cold Mountain Dew if you got one. I'm in Dalton, Georgia myself, 1704 Lawson Avenue. Right off of Threadmill Road, just right up the road from the Al Rollins Park. Good afternoon, good evening, Miss Tori. Good evening, Subi. How you doing? Great to see y'all. Hope y'all are doing all right this fine evening. I was hoping my buddy Danny would have given me at least a few bucks where I could buy me a pack of them 24/7 Red 100 cigarettes, but He didn't give me no money yet, but he's supposed to be giving me some money Monday. I had to go to probation Monday to pay that next $315 blood money payment. Well, Miss Tori, I hate to hear that, darling. I hope you get to feeling a whole lot better. Oh, EagleNick has finally got to where I felt good enough today. I actually went and worked from 5 o'clock this morning. Well, we didn't actually start until a little after 7 when they delivered the concrete, but was up at 5, left out at 6. Got back home about 2:30. So we was still out about 8 hours. Poured a 2-car garage. But our good friend Tubal Kane had me sent some Tylenol and some Pepto-Bismol, and it sure did help me out to where I felt a lot better. Got a little hot out there in the sun today. I tried to stay in the shade as much as I could, but I had to keep an eye on Mr. Crider. He's 78 years old. Still works harder than about any man I know. Yeah, that's one thing. At least I've got a friend I know I can depend on. He knows that I'm not physically able to do all the hard work that he does, but he lets me do what I can. He is actually the one that's helped me pay all of that doggone financial obligation I owe to the city of Dalton through that blood money sucking vampire service, Georgia Probation Services Incorporated. Now, I started out owing over $1,600. I'm down to $463. Now, I should be getting off probation either July the 17th or July the 18th. I don't remember exactly when it is. But I will have the fine paid off and the time completed from the full sentence. I've got the 5 months to serve took care of it to start with. Now I'm trying to finish out that 7 months probation. I did a couple little short videos that I posted on YouTube, and one little short. I did a 6-minute long video and a 4-something minute long video. Then I did a short and put music on it. I still have one more short that I might upload where Mr. Crider is using that machine on the concrete. I don't know what it's called, but it looks to me like a helicopter upside down, got helicopter blades looking on it, and it just smooths out the concrete or packs it down or whatever it does. It's to help finish it. I never really worked with them enough to know what it's called. But it has been an absolutely gorgeous day. It didn't rain a drop. And I think they said it's supposed to rain tonight, but maybe that's just up in Cohutta, Georgia. I hope it don't rain around here. I think the high today was supposed to have got up to 80 degrees. Now, I found out yesterday from them people up there that was protesting in the front of the office of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene that they will be back next Wednesday. So I'm going to try to make sure I get up there early. Good evening, Fire Science. How you doing? And I'm going to try not to talk so loud next time and see if I can't talk to a few of them and see what they got to say. Try to, for once, be quiet a little bit more and let them tell us what they want to say. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I've been out today working with a friend, pouring concrete in a 2-car garage. Did a 6-minute video and a 4-minute video and a short and put it on here from up there where they're doing the concrete. Just kick back, relaxing right now. I don't think I'll stay up as late as I did last night, even though I went to bed at 9 o'clock. I didn't fall asleep until nearly 10:30. Well, congratulations to you and salutations on graduating. And I got my GED in 1993. That is EagleNick when I was a whole lot younger. You know what I mean, VERN? That was a long, long time ago. That was 32 years ago. All right, Fire Science, you stay safe out there. Well, I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. Like, share, and comment. Good evening, Mr. Alan Davis. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you again this evening. Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Alan. I went to work today with my friend pouring some concrete up there in Cahutta, Georgia. Poured a 2-car garage. And like you right now, I'm enjoying a bowl of them there Frosted Flakes. They're great. You know what I mean, Vern? It's not actually a bowl, though. Well, Mr. Allen, I sure hope you get feeling better, brother. I know how you feel. I was feeling rough. Till Tubal King got me some Tylenol and Pepto-Bismol delivered to me, and it helped my stomach. The Pepto did, and that Tylenol sure does help the pain. Yeah, this is a Luigi vape. Good evening, Sheila. How you doing? This is the only kind of Frosted Flakes I got, Sheila. Look, I'm EagleNick SquarePants. EagleNick SquarePants. EagleNick SquarePants. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, brand new. They're $50. If you got $50, holler at me. Yeah, my little sister Kim bought me this SpongeBob shirt, or either my sister Kim or my mama did one Christmas. I really haven't wore it. I've just kept it in there in the drawer, but I figured today I was going to wear it because all my pocket tees is dirty. I've not been able to get out to wash my clothes because it keeps raining on me, you know. It's hard to carry a big old real heavy basket full of clothes on a bicycle over there to the laundromat. Or as some of them big shots call it, the laundromat. I call it the laundromat. Well, I have a washer and dryer as well, but the washing machine doesn't have water hooked up to it, and the dryer quit working a good while back. Yeah, I do have a washer and a dryer, but the washing machine doesn't have the water hooked up to it, not piped into it anymore, and the dryer quit working a long time ago. Good evening, LF Hut. Now, on the way back from working up there today, I saw Bigfoot, but he was out on a driving range. It was just a sign somebody put up out there on a golf driving range out there on Cleveland Highway. I wish I'd have got a picture of it so I could let everybody see where Bigfoot was. I need to get the pants I'd been wearing washed because I just need to put them up. I won't be really wearing pants too much in the summer. It just gets too hot. I'll just mainly be wearing shorts. So if you're around in my area, you better watch out. My legs might be so bright they might blind you. And especially if I got my shirt off. No, Danny and his partner built houses to sell. He tore down his house over there on Florence Avenue. He's building storage units. Good evening, CG Rooster, LLC. EagleNick out is. You know what I mean, Vern? Great to see you again, CG Rooster. Yeah, the can of soup is down there on the handlebars of the bicycle in those Walmart bags. Now, I do got our backup can of soup. That can of cream of mushroom condensed soup. Look, this is how we use it right here. Now I got the phone propped up on that can of soup. Oh, he is building him a house up on his property out there in Tunnel Hill. He's living in a little cabin right now, but he's going to build him a house all the way up on the top of the hill. Hey, I told him that hill would be a good place to build a zip line. How are you doing this evening, CG Rooster? Hey, I told him that hill is perfect up there. If he could find the right way to build it, he could build a perpetual zip line that would come down and go around to where it would just keep going. If he could get it right, he could have it to where it would just keep going around in a big old circle instead of just going down to the bottom and stopping. Hey, it's pretty good out here today. It's been beautiful. It got up to about 80 degrees. It wasn't real windy. The sun didn't stay beating down all the time. It would go behind the clouds some, get a little bit shady up there. But it was mighty hot up there working in that sun when it was beating directly down on me. You go all the way out. I can't even think of the name of that road now. It's only a few miles from Cohutta. Yeah, I've really not had to use my air conditioning too much. I did turn it on when I got home today because I was hot as crap. Well, I'm not working with him all the time. He's the one that I've been working with that where I can pay that damn probation. And I'm working with him right now to make extra money where I can pay the power and water and internet. Hey, you ought to sell me that scooter. If I could get the money to buy it from you, I'd be able to get a whole lot more places to do some good live streams on a scooter. You be careful out there. That was one of them there TikToks. Well, you can still let me use it sometime. Hey, you're to let me and you go out to Dalton Municipal Airport and do a live stream. Now, that Dalton Municipal Airport is owned by the city of Dalton, funded by the city of Dalton and the state of Georgia, and probably even Whitfield County as well. They do have public Wi-Fi. Yeah, I wish I had the credit to get one. I know there's a place that sells electric bikes. There's one of them out there off Walnut Avenue by that Sherwin-Williams paint store. Then I think there's one out Cleveland Highway somewhere. There's actually 2 or 3 places around Dalton where you could buy electric bikes. I'm talking about brand new ones. If I could ever get if my second YouTube channel had got up to 50 subscribers where I could live stream on it, we could live stream on both channels at one time. I'd like to see what that airport looks like now, man. They put in a lot of money in that thing. They did sell them electric bicycles up there to Farmers Home Furniture, but I ain't seen none in there in a while. They had two different ones at one time. They had one that looked just like a regular bike. I didn't like it, but they had another one that had fat tires on it, and it sort of looked more like a motorcycle, but it was an electric bike. If you was to be coming down this way, Sheila, you can bring me some bottles of water. I ain't been out off Airport Road in, damn, it's been quite a few years now. There used to be a time long ago, I used to go that way about every day when I'd be going to Elegy. I do miss riding over around the Elegy Mountains and back over around in Somerville. Good evening, elongated muskrat. Great to see you again. Not a whole lot. Been out working today, helping a friend he poured some concrete and did a 2-car garage. Been a beautiful day. It got up to about 80 degrees. How about you? Now, I know I've said it before, and a lot of people don't know, though. The reason I talk so loud when I'm doing live streams out, I don't realize how loud I'm talking sometimes because I have deafness in my left ear. It closes up, and I don't realize how loud I'm talking. I talk louder because I can't hear. I don't know why that is. I've noticed some of the live streams when I watched them afterwards, I'll be like, damn, who are you screaming at? Oh, heck no. I wouldn't want to ride no bicycle all the way out there. Hell, they go 50 mile an hour faster out that road. That would give somebody that didn't like you or had a grudge against you, that would give them an opportunity to run over that old EagleNick. Ow, this, and say, oh, there was a deer run out in front of me. Hey, I would ride out there on an electric bicycle as long as I know it had a good enough charge and the battery was good enough that I could make it there and back. Sheila, check out that 6 minute long video and that 4 minute long video, and then that 1 minute short on my YouTube channel where I was showed pouring the concrete and then forming it, straight edging it. I might upload one more short with Larry Crider running that machine on top of it. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on to the live stream. I guess we're going to get ready to go ahead and end it. I might go in here and see if I can find a good Western on YouTube to watch. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. United we stand, but divided we fall. EagleNick. Out this. Peace and bacon grease. You know what I mean, VERN. I am EagleNick, and I'm out.